Hi, welcome to Matt Talk, a video podcast for the friends and family of Coming First United Methodist Church from me, Pastor Matt. Well, today is May 15th, 2023, and I have with me Matthias Young, who is our new Assistant Director of Music and Worship. Matthias, welcome to Matt Talk.
Thank you.
This coming Sunday, May the 21st, we will begin our new worship schedule with 4 worship services. We will have 2 services at 8:45 and then 2 at 11 o'clock. One of the 8:45 services is at the Bald Ridge Marina Chapel. So if you leave the church and take a left on Highway 20 and just keep going straight all the way through town, out past Costco, you will arrive at Bald Ridge Marina. And out there on the left, you will see the outdoor pavilion chapel. And the service there is about 30 to 45 minutes with old camp meeting style hymns and special music each Sunday. The other 8:45 service on May 21st that we will begin will be the 8:45 service that we've been having in the sanctuary. That service is about 45 minutes, and it's more of a quiet, contemplative service with moments for silent reflection. And then at 11 o'clock, we'll have 2 services, one in the sanctuary. That one will be the worship service with the choir and what most people would expect when visiting the United Methodist Church. And then the other service will be 11 o'clock in the Family Life Center. And it will be a worship service that we want to talk about today. And thus I have Matthias here with me to talk with us about this service. So Matthias, you've helped develop this service. And let's begin with the name of the service. What are we calling the service?
So the service is titled Gloria Dei. It's Latin, simply meaning glory to God. And also a play on the phonetics of the words. It's a glorious day, and we're here to give glory to God. So,
Gloria Dei. So at this service, the Eucharist, or Holy Communion, will be celebrated each Sunday. This is in keeping with the Christian church, actually, where in the beginning, the main focus of every worship service was the table. If you didn't have time or didn't do anything else, you had a holy meal. It was memorable and what Jesus taught us to do as he ate many holy meals in his time here on earth as the human one. And it's still the meal at which Jesus shares with us even today. I also know that the United Methodist Church official stance is that every time we worship, we should celebrate Holy Communion. I also know that those who've been on the Walk to Emmaus spiritual retreat have been used to sharing Holy Communion every time they meet. So, Matthias, why have you planned for us to celebrate Holy Communion and Gloria Dei each Sunday?
well, I feel it's extremely important to celebrate the Eucharist as often as possible. Mm-hmm. And in this case, we're going to be able to do it every single Sunday. Gloria Dei, it's a service of feast and fellowship. And so we're going to get together. It's a casual service where we're going to fellowship with each other, but then we're going to celebrate the feast. And so I just feel that that's a very important part of worship, if not the most important part of worship.
Yeah. And just because we're doing communion doesn't mean it has to be very formal and all. There's still ways to be very modern and yet to celebrate the Holy Meal, the Holy Eucharist.
Exactly.
Great. Well, what else do you feel that persons need to know about this service or about what to expect when they come for worship at this Gloria Dei?
So it is a casual service, so come as you are, just not in your jammies. But come early, get a cup of coffee, get a donut, a pastry, what have you, and spend time, fellowship with each other. If there's people you don't know, get to know one another. And then the service itself, one thing I will stress, it's not a concert and a sermon. It's not that type of service. This is a Methodist worship service. It's got all of the components of a worship service. The difference is musically it's led by a band. And you'll experience different styles of music. While the genre is, of course, contemporary Christian, these styles will be very, very different. And so what you're going to experience musically at this worship service is going to be different than what you can experience anywhere else. And that was one of the goals in crafting this service, is to make it unique to this church and to make all of the liturgical and musical elements such that it has a visceral impact for you in worship.
Great. Any other words about the music itself? Who's providing the music? How's that going? And what can we expect as far as music?
Sure. So I will be leading in terms of singing and guitar, and then we also will have instrumentation, including other guitars, keyboards, Hammond organ, drums, and of course, if you are interested in playing, whether or not you already play or you have an interest in playing, please reach out to me because we would love to have you involved. One of the things that is so important, not just musically, but in terms of the service, is that we have full, conscious, and active participation. And that goes for audio, visual, lighting, to music, to readers. The important thing with worship is that it is not a spectator sport, if you will.
Right.
It's for everyone to be involved.
Everybody's got to be involved in the game.
That's right.
Nobody watching.
That's right. No one's on the sidelines.
Only God's watching.
That's right.
Yeah, doing it all for Him. Well, that's great, Matthias. We're looking forward to the new Gloria Dei and seeing what that's all about. So just to remind you again, May 21st is the Sunday that we begin the 4 services, and you have 4 different services that you can choose from. You can go to the 845 Bald Ridge Marina, or you can go to the 845 sanctuary service. You can go to the 11 o'clock sanctuary service, or you can go to the 11 o'clock service in the Family Life Center, Gloria Dei. Whichever service you choose, or if you want to choose 2 of those 4, that would be fine too. Whichever you choose, I look forward to seeing you in worship Sunday, and I pray that we may always show up as the disciples of Jesus to worship God and to do so within the Christian community. Well, until next time, may the peace and joy of the Lord be with you.